Hello Cancers, welcome to your August 2025 reading. I am going to just jump into it, so if you want to skip ahead to your messages, I timestamp below for everyone. So we're going to do charms and cards for August, and we're also going to look back at July. I like to look back at the month previous, just to see how everybody kind of made it through, get kind of the general energy on how you tackled the month. I usually find also there's connective tissue, right? From month to month, things can bleed over, be pulled forward. We could be in the middle, right? Not finished. We're just starting, so we can be at the beginning. I'm just seeing if there's anything on this side here. Well, I guess that was it. Okay. Just gonna clean up what they've discarded here. Oh, the angels gave me my bell. So I'm gonna warn you now, I will be ringing it. I like when they give me the bell. That's mostly to get your attention on it as well. Okay, let's get the cards to go with August here. More information, the clarity. See what the focus topics of conversation are for the month of August for all of our beautiful Cancer sign babies. I don't know why I'm putting these in the middle, but I think I have room on the outside. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they're still on camera. Okay. Now let's get our cards to look back at July and see how it went. How was the month of July? Okay. And then lastly, as I just tune in here, connect with your energies, I'm just going to take that friendly timestamp so everybody can join us for the messages. Okay. So let's look back at July to kick us off. I'm just going to look back my notes here. For some of you, it was a little push to ask for help. So don't feel like you have to go it alone. So ask for help with something. And there was a message about, don't worry, you're going to get through a key day. So I mean, that could have been birthdays. But I feel like there was a date that you were kind of dreading in your calendar, a day. You know, a possibility of crossing paths with someone. It was kind of the fear, if I remember, or the anxiety. So let's see here. How did July transpire? Well, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys asked for help. I'm not really getting a sense of someone supporting. Like I still get a lot of independency here, or you just didn't do it. Not only did you not ask for help, is you didn't even focus on what that project was. You kind of just put it aside here, right? He's kind of looking over here now at this kind of beautiful pentacle, like maybe a shield, but he was supposed to be working on this staff, right? And he's sitting, he's not moving. Actually, both of them are kind of sitting, not really moving. It's kind of idleness. So I don't know what kind of pulled your attention. Maybe something just pulled your attention, because I feel almost like a satellite antenna here, and he's pointing up. So I feel like you got interference here in the month of July. I think you got interfered with. You know, sometimes other people's decisions and actions, right? Other people's free will can kind of step in here, but they're drawing me to the X marks the spot, which means like here and now, right? Here and now in your soul journey, in your wheel of fate. Something came in to distract you, pull you away, a delay, some kind of interference. I don't feel like it's negative. It just kind of paused you. Like I said, just stopped you. You didn't move forward with your plans. You didn't move forward asking for help. Okay. I feel like these cards are talking about that day. Sort of the day that in the calendar that you weren't sure if you would be able to get through, or you weren't sure if you were even going to go or enjoy yourself. But, you know, with the page, I do feel a sense of you conquered it. You kind of were impressed with how you did it. Kind of new to you to maybe respond or act the way that you did in the moment. Maybe it was different for you to even have a birthday party. I don't know. Maybe you don't usually celebrate, or maybe you're not usually the person to host a family reunion, but whatever you did, you know, it feels like it was a few times, either the first time or you've only ever done it a few times, but you did well. And I mean, you can walk away feeling good about it. There's definitely closure here. You know, I don't know if it was somebody in the crowd you wanted to avoid, and I think you did it successfully. Like you both acknowledged each other's presence, but it didn't need to go beyond that, right? So there's success here. Success at a first attempt, or one of a few tries. Okay, so where are we going here with August? Where do we want to start with August? Maybe my bell that I ring? Or we'll go beside. We'll start here beside the bell. Don't burn out. Okay, so we have a burnout message. Maybe that's that distraction, that static there. Because we have family, my family tree. This is also a large social network or professional network. A lot of connections, a lot on the go, right? All the tree branches, right? Extending. So are you overextending yourself right now? Is that what interfered? Did a project come up? Did a deadline come up? Again, did someone's decision change things for you? Somebody else's event? Maybe you got an invitation, so it's kind of you had to adjust your calendar, but I feel more so overextending with that burnout message. Doing too much, taking on too much. Yeah, look at her sleep, right? She's trying to rest and relax, but look at the distraction up there. Kind of the what is it? The carrot in front of the horse. You know, is somebody dangling, you know, good times, good food, opportunities in front of you, and you're losing sleep, right? Are you saying yes? Are you running from one opportunity to the next? You know, you just got home from, I don't know, a trip, business trip, and then as soon as you walk in the door, your partner's like, oh, I said so-and-so, we go to dinner with them tonight. You know, I told them you'd be home at 6, so we're going to meet them at 9, right? No real rest for you to refresh and rejuvenate. So be mindful of this. Be mindful of the static that's coming in. Don't overextend yourself. I also like how the tree looks like a set of lungs, right? The inhale, exhale, the breath that trees give us. You know what? They're not even letting me go over here. I think this is the end then. I'm coming up here now. Maybe it's because they know I want to ring that bell so bad. Okay. So insights about your transformation. So some help just as we go through change. And we have this beautiful closure. You're already into this new beginning. The beak's already parting here. So you you've already moved into sort of this next chapter, this next phase, but you're just in early days, so no wonder you might be stumbling, struggling a little bit. Maybe that's why you took a pause and stopped, right? Sometimes we can shock ourselves, shock our systems. These two cards have come out so often this month. I know I had a lot of similarities in July amongst all the signs, but for, everyone born under every sign to have this major acceleration here, starting in August for this back half of the year, there's like magic behind momentum. If you put your mind to it, you're going to achieve it. This either eagle or griffin, I keep calling it, right? This magical, mythical being with strength, courage, bravery, vision, right? Visionary, capability, talent. So I think you just need to remember all that. Remember you're a griffin. Don't fall back. You're actually taking off, right? He's soaring with flight. She feels like a rocket ship here for me. So you're only in early days, right? The rocket ship is just, what's the process, right? They turn on the engines and we see all that smoke at the bottom first. And then the countdown starts and then it starts to take off, right? But you have good favor, you have good luck, you have magic associated with you in this next phase that you're heading into, August onwards, August 2025 onwards. Your life is truly meaningful. And we have my superstitious charm on that. But for some reason, I'm seeing the Disney Aristocats. It's not one of the more popular movies, but it's a wonderful movie. And I've seen those kittens. And I believe one of the kittens kind of goes across the piano, right? Plays the piano keys. They're curious, playful little kittens. And so in terms of your impact here, if you feel like you're not having any kind of impact on other people, you're not making any headway or impact on your life, this charm's saying the complete opposite here, Cancers. I feel like you might be unaware of sort of the positive, joyful, playful trail here that you're leaving behind you. People probably know you as, what are they showing me here? Like, in like families or friend circles, even like office environments, there's like a bubbly person. Their energy is usually always up. They're always laughing, smiling. They have a joke. They have a hug for you. Like, that's sort of what I'm seeing. But for some reason, you're not feeling like you're that person. But I feel like you are. Your life is meaningful in the positive, uplifting energy you bring to other people. And you are already irrelevant. It's connected to sort of deciding on next chapter in career, next chapter in, what to do next in terms of lifestyle phase. So do I feel like I want to change fields, get promoted, change title, stay where I'm at, retire? What do I want to do in retirement? Kind of like all of that kind of falls under this. So we have this beautiful, strong is beautiful message, which is all about, again, remembering who you are. And kind of the there's attention being drawn to you when you walk in the room, right? In terms of relevancy, again, I feel like you don't notice the sort of the takeaways people get. They don't even have to directly interact with you to leave smiling, to remember who you were in the room, that kind of energy here. time to prepare for this next step, this choice. It's yours to make. It's yours to initiate. That's what this charm is with the wealth on the top. It has a bundle of berries, grapes. So your next step is sort of your step forward. So, pull out your 3-year, 5-year plan and remind yourself kind of, okay, where do I want to go next? Because you have the ability to get there. And again, kind of pulling out your plan ties into the prepare, because here's your foundation. And there's the piece that you have to fill in, right? You're completing your puzzle, completing your path, completing your foundation. Okay. Now, I know there's a closure here with a new beginning, and yet I feel like you're walking away from something here. I feel like these are like the bouquets you get at the last performance of like a stage show, right? A performance before you tour to the next theater, or unfortunately, like end of a season, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why they keep showing me like Broadway and TV series and stuff, because we come to that last episode, right? That closure, that finale, the grand finale. And then we have this beautiful baby doe here, fawn, right? Bambi, this fresh start, this new start, but you're already touching it, you're already in it. So again, I don't know if you're reflecting back, if you're second guessing, or maybe some of you are still in this kind of finale phase, kind of still wrapping up and kind of closing out whatever connections you're not bringing forward, etc. Because you are starting out here. There's this new phase for you, this new show, right? You're the lead, so you did your final performance with Hamilton on Broadway, and now you're off to star in a big film. I don't know. It's that kind of like glow up, right? So this could be you doing your final last day in a role or with a team, and then here you are in your new role. Maybe you're already starting that transition. You're signing your NDAs, you're meeting the team members that you're going to be working with. This kind of transition, right? The filling in here of the whole. It's your action to be taken. And maybe that's why there's this, don't worry about the impact, the footprint that you're leaving behind, the who you are version of you that you're leaving behind. It's a positive memory for all these people. You're leaving a good legacy behind, a good history behind. Okay. So you're never too old. That's come out a lot too. I guess a lot of us are worried that we're not where we're supposed to be, or not where we believe we're supposed to be, or put the emphasis or stress on us. But we have a loved one coming in here to remind you, and sort of the arrow is focus. Focus on A to B. What's meant for you is still to happen. It has not passed you by yet. You're like threading the needle here, right? You're tying everything together. You're bringing everything together now. So right time, right place. Age means nothing. You had to be this version of self. You had to be with these other people, right? You had to find your community in order for this event to happen. So again, it has not passed you by. We have magical moments, serendipity. So again, right place, right time for this new beginning for you. Magical memories also connects back here to what you're leaving behind. So some beautiful history there. But you're kind of wrestling with this anxiousness, right? Because you are following your dream. You're doing something that intuitively, it feels right. but it's new, right? The space is new for you, or it's going to be new for you. But follow your dream. Chase your dream. If you're not chasing your dream yet, it's right place, right time. You're ready for it. You got the magic to do it. Discover why you feel unhappy. Maybe it's because you haven't started this journey yet. We'll see here. And your question about aging. So again, we're back to age here, kind of worriness. But we have my sleeping cat, not active, right? You have to be in the driving seat. So if you're just sitting and willing things to just be up to fate, you're kind of delaying things. So if you're worried about aging out of something, don't purposefully delay it yourself. Now I get to ring the bell. So this is when your angels want to put emphasis, want to put importance on something. So they're putting importance on our sleeping cat here. I'll stop ringing 3 times. Okay. They're putting emphasis on the staying stagnant, staying, what's that word? Complacent, not voicing your needs, not chasing your dream, sitting in the anxiety, fear, kind of head space, emotion space. When they ring the bell, that means important. Important to shift now. Shift with the moving of the wheel of fate, right? That's how we catch our opportunities, when we're ready as it turns around. Look at our beautiful loved one here. We had the loved one come in here, the butterfly. So your loved ones that have crossed over coming in to support this movement forward, right? The rocking horse moving forward. We have a magical lucky fairy. So we've got magic on your side again with the pixie dust. We've got more support here as well, coming in, flying over your shoulder. And I like this message about impossible things and all about, you know, the making the impossible possible with your following your dream, right? Get out of the daydreams and into the manifestation. Shifting from thinking about to making it come about. So again, the complacent kitty, right? So that's you sitting and thinking versus doing, which your loved ones here are trying to encourage you to move forward now. You're ready. If you don't think you're ready, you're ready. You're ready. Everybody's coming in. Angels, loved ones, destiny, fate. They're all coming in to push you forward here, urge you forward. So let's check in next month. Let's see if you leaned into more courage than anxiety and nerves, and just walked into this new start, right? We all have learning legs. We all have a learning period. You will too, but it all leads to happiness, joy, fulfillment, abundance. And you don't have to worry about what you're leaving behind, right? For some reason, there's this emphasis on the mark you're leaving behind, how people will think of you, how people will remember you. It's all good. It's all positive. You're perfectly fine. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where you're at in September when we check in next month.